We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Friday, May 12th. I'm Brad Locke. Thanks for joining us. Newsbreak comes to you each weekday at 7 a.m. You can watch it on djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. I'm going to take a quick look at news, sports, and weather for Northeast Mississippi. Let's start with the weather forecast for today. Going to have some thunderstorms, just a high of 76 degrees, low of 57. The chance of rain is 80%. 3-day outlook looking more promising. Saturday, clear skies, high of 78, low of 53, 10% chance of rain. Clear skies on Sunday as well, high of 83, low of 57, 10% chance of rain. And Monday, clear skies again, high of 88, low of 60, 0% chance of rain. Let's take a look now at some of the top stories from the Daily Journal and djournal.com on this Friday. Ricky Thompson will never be allowed to serve as a judge again. That's according to a split decision handed down Thursday by the Mississippi Supreme Court. Thompson of Shannon is a former Lee County Justice Court judge. He argued his removal from the bench by the Mississippi Commission on Judicial Performance only applied to the current term, and he argued that he was not disqualified from running for office again in the future. In a 6-2 decision, the state's highest court did not agree, saying the phrase "removed from office" meant a permanent separation from office. The commission began investigating Thompson in 2013 and eventually determined he engaged in judicial misconduct in several areas. In 2014, the commission recommended he be removed from the bench and pay more than $11,000 in fines and costs. While the Supreme Court was reviewing his case, Thompson ran for re-election and earned 55% of the vote in the August 2015 Democratic primary. 9 days later, the Supreme Court ordered him removed from the bench, and he was removed from the ballot and replaced by second-place finisher Marcus Crump. Thompson has been sanctioned before, being publicly reprimanded by the Commission on Judicial Performance in 2008 and 2012. A young Boonville mother juggling work, school, and a 14-month-old now has a reliable set of wheels. On Thursday, Napa Auto Care Centers of Northeast Mississippi presented Lauren Ward with a 2007 Cadillac SRX in the group's Mother's Day Care car giveaway. Ward was nominated as a deserving mother by her aunt, Melissa Barnes. Ward is studying at Northeast Mississippi Community College to prepare for a nursing program. She works part-time at Fisher's Restaurant in Boonville while raising 14-month-old Chaselyn George. With no resources to buy a car, Ward has had to rely on family members for rides. And it's been a tough time for Ward lately. Chaselyn's father was killed in a car accident in December, and Ward's mother died in April. The 20-year-old Ward was given the keys and papers for the car at Kaiser Automotive in Boonville, which will be providing a year's worth of maintenance. 3 Northeast Mississippi roads will get new signage in the coming months. Legislation passed during the 2017 session and signed into law by Governor Phil Bryant names certain roads and bridges across the state for various Mississippians or for historical events that occurred along their paths. In Northeast Mississippi, State Highway 25 within the city limits of Iuka will be known as the Sergeant Jason Vaughn Memorial Highway. Vaughn was an Army sergeant killed by a roadside bomb in 2007 in Iraq. Mississippi Highway 145 from the Tennessee state line to Interstate 22 will be designated Rockabilly Way. It will honor the rockabilly heritage of the region, celebrating a form of music that merged several genres to create rock and roll. Meanwhile, the bridge on Coley Road Extended that spans Interstate 22 in Tupelo will be the Clyde Whittaker Memorial Bridge. Whittaker was mayor of Tupelo from 1973 until 1981 and was the first elected Republican official in Lee County in the modern era. And in sports, 3 years ago, Darlene Reese of Amory ran her first 10-kilometer race, the Gumtree 10K. She hasn't stopped running since. On Saturday, the 59-year-old Reese will line up for her 4th Gumtree 10K in downtown Tupelo. The race, in its 40th year, starts at 8:30 a.m. with a 2K fun run to follow. Reese started working out in February of 2014 just to get back in shape with no intention of becoming a runner. But her children encouraged her to enter a 5K in Amory, where she finished second in her age division. Reese then entered the 2014 Gumtree 10K, which was held on the heels of the tornado that caused heavy damage in the area along the race route. She said that race really showed her she could run a 10K. Reese is a dedicated runner now. She's running the St. Jude Half Marathon, and last year she raised more than $3,000 for the Children's Hospital with the help of her employer, United Furniture of Belden. In-person registration for the Gumtree 10K is from 1 to 6 p.m. today at the Tupelo Convention and Visitors Bureau. Early registration Saturday begins at 7 a.m. in Fair Park. That does it for Newsbreak on this Friday. We do want to remind you to check out one of the podcasts we produce here at the Daily Journal, The Memo, all things Northeast Mississippi news and entertainment, with myself and W. Derek Russell. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday. Find it in iTunes, your podcast apps, or at memo.djournal.com. On today's episode, we visit with Scott Morris as he offers his review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and also Derek fills us in on what's happening this weekend in the local entertainment scene. All the stories I talked about today you can find in your Daily Journal and at djournal.com. Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at djournalnow, and also give our Facebook page a like. And that does it for Newsbreak on this Friday. I'm Brad Locke. Have a good weekend.